So if you've chosen pile number 1 or theme number 1 for 2026, it's the journey by the moonlight. Now, moon is the significator of our inner worlds, our emotions, our intuition, broadly our inner journey, where we connect with our purpose, where we find our own true path to our own selves. This is about you and how you feel about your life in 2026. So 2026 will move you forward in that path as the energy of Mercury, right here, Seven of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, they all come together very powerfully. And it feels like you've been withholding a lot of inner journey without allowing it to be shared with the world in the past. But I have to acknowledge one thing, that you've been trying hard though and making efforts to come out and share yourself with the world. It's just that you've not gotten much success around that or had tangible rewards for it yet. Now, whether you're in your workplace trying to look for recognition and rewards that you've been finding hard to get in the past, or in your personal relationships trying to feel a deeper sense of belonging and love, where you feel cherished, where you feel appreciated and recognized, or you're trying to build a stronger material foundation for yourself, whether it's financial or it's health related. 2026 will bring it all together for you to move the needle forward and make you experience the progress that you've been always waiting for. But it is central, though, I must tell you this, that you continue with your patience, your perseverance, as things may go a bit slow, but there is definitely abundance coming through. And one thing, each time you feel the need to speed up, because there's Mercury energy here too, make sure you balance it out with some mental stamina as well, demonstrating some resilience, demonstrating patience, keeping your head up and strong, because you are moving into more light. So this could be a year of overall abundance for you if you continue with your efforts and the behaviors we just talked about. And in case you feel that you're hitting a wall, ask yourself, take a moment, ask yourself a question or a couple of questions here. Where am I feeling the most resistance when I'm trying to move forward? Or what does abundance really mean to me in my life? What are you really looking for when you say the word abundance? And this will all bring you back on track and put your focus in the right places and efforts in the right direction. All the best for that. All right, if you chose theme number 2 or pile number 2, the energy for 2026 is of the mystic healer. And the key message here is healing energy flows through you. I want you to focus on the word through you. You're not just healing yourself here, but you're also in the same journey of healing, helping others do so as well. And these could be people who are your karmic partners, your companions, your friends, your family, whomsoever you've been interacting with, or they're being part of your daily experience, life experience. You're impacting everyone, and which means you've also been instrumental in bringing that healing energy to them. And when I say healing, it does not necessarily mean that everybody's sitting on the mountain and meditating, or everybody starts to get a pleasant experience out of you. But it means that you have facilitated the right lessons for yourself and for others in this life's journey till now. And this is how basically you fulfill your soul contracts too. Now, this energy is combined with Saturn, along with the 7 of Wands and 6 of Swords as well. And I see a lot of crossing of bridges here, if that means anything for you. What that means here for me right now is either changing places, traveling to newer places, or that's tangibly or externally happening for you, or an internal journey for you, if you will, where you're shifting yourself to a new realm, a new chapter of life. And Saturn here releases or gives you a sense of ease at last from all the old wounds you've been experiencing or been holding on to. Whether these are newer or older traumas, or you've experienced some challenging times, 2026 will give you a bit of a breather. But remember, Saturn also brings responsibility, which means you will have to create that space of new movement forward or progress forward. Things may not happen on their own without you putting in the efforts as well. So take this as an energy portal that is open for you and welcoming for you, but you need to make the needle move. So give yourself a bit of relief or moments of self-care, which means finding a sacred place or space for yourself, inward, outward, and you get a moment to come back to yourself. You're no more working for others all the time. You're not trying to validate yourself amongst others. You're not trying to prove yourself in relationships or love anymore, or prove anything to the world anymore. You are not trying to pretend to be someone else, but be yourself. So stay out of that old energy of any sort of self-judgment and come out with more of your authentic self. After you do all of that, decide that, I am entering this next chapter, the change, the new place, the new space, the new environment, new people, new job, whatever that means for you, or new perspective, if you will. Set that intention of leaving those old wounds, old emotions, and things behind because they are no more relevant or adding value to your life. So there could be a tendency to hold on to them a lot more, but that's where the evolution comes in, that you have to lighten the load. So this is going to be a little bit of a tough part because you may see people kind of questioning your moves, but hold your energy there. So stick to your path and keep moving forward because this is about you and making that whole new quantum shift for yourself, which is a part of your healing and your healer's journey or a facilitator of healing journey for others. And here comes pile number 3 or theme number 3. Now, this is around unknown territory. That's one of the key messages for you, that you are exactly where you need to be at this point in your life. The energy here is quite intense, which feels like coming from a lot of fear and resistance, which could be very well be a part of your previous self or something that you tend to default to. So something to reflect on. But having or making changes in life are typically challenging for you. But you also must recognize deeply that you do need a change at this point, and especially in 2026. I think it's kind of time. You will be pushed to new realms for sure, or may want to step into something that you are not so much familiar with. And this is exactly the time you need to have that faith in the past, or past wisdom, if you will, and through your experience, that inner knowing, that deep faith that, wherever I'm moving, it's for my highest good. So unknown is always terrifying, understood, but a movement is needed. Your current resistance may close the doors if you stay in the fear zone altogether. Remember, any kind of evolution, progress, change, they need to have a space of curiosity than fear. So ask yourself in curiosity, what would change for me when I enter this new chapter of life? And think of all those things that can go right for you instead of what could go wrong for you. Remember, our brain's reticular activating system, we call as RAS, it looks for things that we focus on the most. You probably would have heard this from psychologists too. They call it the red car effect. If you're trying to look for a red car on the road, that's what your intention is. You will actually start to see red cars all over that you never noticed earlier. This is how our brains usually work. So this whole shift of focus remains in your hands. You shift focus to what can work right for you and can bring you that abundance and energy of manifestation. Having those energies will bring you what you're seeking. So there's also Pluto sitting here, the energy of the planet Pluto, along with the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress. And this is a very powerful and deeply transformative. 2026 carries that energy for you. The question is, how would you want to harness this beautiful, changing or evolving energy? One of the things that stands really out for me and stands really strong here is either you are birthing or rebirthing something of some kind in your life. Whether you're practically expanding your family, that means having a child, or for some it could be expanding your network, that means adding new people to your group, to your life, companions, friends, in your friend circle overall. It could simply mean you're leaving your old persona behind and entering into a new, refreshed persona that serves you well in the future. So one of the things that you will have to focus on is taking care of whatever is getting birthed at this time. So whether it is an idea, like I said, new perspective, shift of perspective, a relationship with yourself or others, hold it close to your heart and focus on that deep, loving, nurturing energy. And when I say nurturing, I really mean you will have to spend that effort and time, just like a mother would in nurturing her child. So as an example, if you're birthing a new business idea, let's say, you will want to spend that time and energy into it so that it starts to grow, it starts to feel the love and gets nurtured. So create an energy of psychological safety for yourself and some sense of inner centeredness when you're doing the work and birthing, rebirthing stuff there, yet sitting in the energy of curiosity. You want to know what's coming as you move along in this beautiful transformative journey. So there's a lot to offer you in 2026 if you stay open. It's very promising. All the best.